peace and light. That old guy Australia on YouTube and BitChute. Just want to show you this quickly. Why I live where I live. That's the swamplands here at Bermagui, the wetlands, the marsh. These people have bought this unit. How cool is that? That's their views. My God. Just stunning. About a 150 metre walk to the beach there. Happy days. Stunning. Another gorgeous day on the south coast. Couldn't ask for better. Well, I could. My beloved bunnies went down like a pack of wet cards last night. Not happy about that at all. You know, God. 2 weeks in a row. Anyway, I'm a footy tragic. What can I say? Look, just wanted to chat to you. Who'd ever thought that vegetarians would end the world? Who ever thought that? My lovely Joe's a vegetarian, but who ever thought vegetarianism would end the world? Are you aware of this? That the push for non-meat products is not only worldwide and gathering momentum, but it's a planned thing. This is a planned thing. This is not random. It's not like, oh my God, we're doing it for the benefit of the planet. You may think that's what they're saying, and that's might be what the cause is. We're doing this for the benefit of the planet, the methane from the cows farting. Dear God, give me a break. Anyway, this is a planned thing. Food shortages, disruptive weather patterns, you know, pandemics. These aren't random happenings. If you don't know what Agenda 21 is, don't call me a conspiracy theorist. There's truth and there's lies. We look for the truth to expose the lies. Agenda 21 is a real thing. We're signatories to it. I'd urge you to look it up. I watched a great video this morning. Thanks, Julie, for sending it to me. A speech by a parliamentarian on the Agenda 21 in the Australian government and our role in that since the 70s with Menzies. You know, if you don't understand these things, if you don't know who the WEF is and why they were formed and what their core goals are, if you don't know who the Trilateral Commission is, if you don't know who the Club of Rome is, if you don't know who the IMF, International Monetary Fund, is, if you don't know who the Bilderbergers are, if you don't know any of this stuff, then I'm telling you one thing. You know nothing, Jon Snow. You know nothing. You're just a pawn in a chess game, being moved around like chattel. Your birth certificate has a number, and that value is the number of people that are in that country. You've got a number. That's what the government borrows against. Your ability to work and earn, and how much money you produce in your working life. Prior to that, you're just growing up, we'll look after you a bit. After that, you become a burden on the system. Everybody over the age of 65. Why do you think they're trying to raise the retirement age to 70? Why? So they'll have to pay less pensions? No, they want you to work till you're 70. They want you to work. That increases their borrowing potential. Then they can go over and borrow more money because they can add another 5 years onto the life of working expectancy life of everybody and say, well, this is how much we can earn. This is what the interest will be. This is how much they can produce for us. You know, do you understand this? That's called fiat currency. That's what we operate in. There's no such thing as money. Money doesn't exist. It's a piece of paper with a number written on it, but it has no real value because it's not backed by anything. There's no gold backing for it. Hasn't been since the 70s. 2/3 of our gold's been moved to England. We don't have that anymore. We didn't have these gold reserves. They're gone. You know, this is fiat currency. You're the value of that money. You. And your life expectancy that you can work for. Sure, if you die before you get to 70, great. I haven't got to pay anything for you. I haven't got to pay your pensions. I haven't got to do nothing. I don't care. If you worked all your life, worked your ass off and, you know, no, they'll keep taxing you. And if you have money in the bank that you've accrued because you've saved money, because you've worked your ass off and paid your taxes, they'll tax you on that too. They'll tax you on that too. Then you'll build a home and try to get some money by selling. They'll tax you on that too. You're the value. You're the currency. The paper is just a note with a number on it. You're the currency in this country. Worldwide, you're the currency. You're what our government uses to borrow money against. It's called fiat currency. Now, vegetarians taking over the world. Go read Agenda 21. Go read Agenda 30, but look at Agenda 21. How they intend to remove meat products from the shelves and the production of meat from within society. Look at it. And then ask yourself why 16 of the world's biggest food producers in the US have burnt to the ground in the last 6 months. 16. Oh, they're all coincidences. Don't worry about it. They've investigated it, it's all fine, it's not an issue. Nothing suspicious at all. 16. That's just in the US alone. That's nowhere else. There's going to be big food shortages. They're going to bring this in. We understand that this election has to get through. Once this election's gone, then hell's going to break loose. We know that. You know, don't worry about what my mate says on there. He's got his box with a picture on the lid. He doesn't want to take it out and put it together. We do, truthers. We take those out and we put it in, put the outline of the puzzle, and we get the pieces and we try to look for the truth. And the rest of the world spends billions of dollars trying to hide the truth from us. And we spend all of our time trying to get the truth so we can show people that they're being lied to and fooled and deceived. The depth of this deception, when it comes about in a few years, is going to rock a lot of people. It's going to kill a lot of people. It's the saddest thing out. I was sitting with some people yesterday, note the smick haircut. I had to go and get a haircut, it felt really bad. And of course there were people there and we started talking, and of course I put my footy boots on and ran onto the field, as you do, and then realised there was no one to play against. They were the most clueless people I've ever met. And I just went off and had an early shower. Righto. There's no point talking to them. There was none. They were absolutely clueless. It would have taken me 3 cases of red wine in 5 days to explain to them what the hell's going on. They were clueless. And suddenly the reality of that hit home. I thought, these are the people the government's wanting. These people. There's millions of them. Plenty in this place, plenty everywhere. They're absolutely clueless. The moment you mention anything that really remotely seems like any kind of conspiracy theory, they just go glazed. The shutters come down, they go, oh God, oh God. And that's exactly how the world wants them. Exactly how the governments want them. Exactly how the elite and the cabal intend them to be. Just like that. Sheeple. Sheeple. So, in Australia, our farmers are being taxed out of existence. I don't know if you're aware of what's going on out there, particularly with our farmers in Western New South Wales, but around Australia basically. And they've been forced out of business. And there's no doubt in the world about that. Meat producers worldwide are struggling. There will be food shortages within the next 12 months, massive food shortages, you would not believe. But they've been created. These are not random. It's not because of Russia. It's got nothing to do with Vlad. It's got nothing to do with the virus or this. No. This is all very carefully planned. The players who are meant to be in place are in place. Trust me on that. They're meant to be there and they're there. They're the ones that will bring this about. Because there's only 2 ways to look at this, right? Either you're being deceived or we're being deceived. There's no middle ground in this. That's what it is. Either the government's not lying, there's no conspiracy, and everything they're doing is for the betterment of humanity and mankind and society. Or they're not. And something bigger is at play. There's no middle ground in this. That's the only choices available to you. You have to decide what it is you want to believe. And I'm telling you now, you better wake up really quickly. That old guy, Australia, share, like, subscribe. Catch you on the flip side.